y'all? This be your girl, Miss EYG in the building. And welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, hey. Welcome back, hey. Welcome back. Let's get it now. Welcome back. Let's get it now. Welcome back. Welcome back, hey, hey. Welcome back. Let's get it now. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just in a great mood. But thank you guys to my regular viewers, my regular subscribers, thank you for tuning back in with your girl. And for all my new viewers who have yet to subscribe, sorry, who have yet to subscribe, go ahead and do yourself a favor and hit that like, comment, and definitely hit that subscribe bell. And definitely hit the notification bell so you could be alerted when your girl drop these gems, drop this content, drop the music, when I'm getting ready to drop it all, okay? Make sure that you can be aware and in the knowing because your girl drop good content over here. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but, beep, beep. So, yes, you want to be alerted. So, again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So, as you see in the description today's video, we are going to be talking about controlling your anger and how the Most High says repeatedly in His Word to control your anger, controlling yourself, controlling your emotions, all that good stuff. Now, I know it's easier said than done because your girl has been I'm a witness to it. But I'm also a witness to it is capable. It is doable and you can do it. So, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the scriptures, how the Most High repeatedly says in His Word to make sure you're controlling your emotions, controlling yourself, because that is the only way that you're going to be on the side of Him. You can't, there's no gray area, So I know, and I'm saying this as a testimony because I'm still a work in progress myself, but I try to, for the most part, control my anger and control my emotions and not let them control me. So, without further ado, guys, let's hop right into this knowledge. But before we hop into the knowledge right now, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get them subscriptions up so your girl can finally get to 100. I'm very proud of myself that the consistency has been it's been there and we're going to keep it rocking, okay? So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment if you want to comment, but all that good stuff. But no doubt about it, make sure you subscribe, most definitely, and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every single time I'm dropping content. Every single time. You want to be alerted, okay? Anyways, without further ado, let's hop right into this knowledge. Let's get it. So we are going to first start with James. Okay, so I'm going to be back and forth between Bibles. This is my favorite Ultimate Bible because this Bible belongs to my late husband, and as you can see, it's a little run down, and pages are falling out of it, and a lot of pages have come out. So, yeah, a lot of pages are not in here anymore, but I still can read some of them. So what pages I can't read through there, I'm going to be trading off reading through here, okay? So, a Bible's a Bible, So, we're going to start off with James, chapter 1, and we're going to go to verse, we're going to go to 19, okay? So then, my beloved brothers, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath, for the wrath of man does not work the righteousness of Yahuwah. So there it is right there. The Most High says that the wrath of man, meaning what is wrath? Your anger, your emotions, anything that moves you, that is not of the Most High. It's not of His righteousness. So it can only be two people in control. It's the Most High in control, or is it the enemy in control? The Most High clearly said that it isn't of him. So if it's not of him, then who else is it of, right? Going to go down to 21. Therefore, put away all filthiness and overflow of evil, and receive with meekness the implanted word, which is able to save your lives. What is the word that saves your lives? Again, the Most High saying being meekful, right? Putting away your filthiness and overflow of evil. So it's considered being evil or a form of evil when you're operating in your wrath, when you're operating out of anger. Remember, in another word, in scripture, we're going to see too, where the Most High says that he did not give us the spirit of fear, or anger, or any of those negative emotions. He gave us what? The spirit of peace, love, and a sound mind. Anything opposite is not of the Most High. Okay. Verse 22, and become doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. Because if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man who looks at his natural face in a mirror, for he looks at himself and goes away and immediately forgets what he's like. So the Most High is saying here that if you're forgetting the Most High's word, be doers of his word and not just hearers. If you're hearing the word, okay, you're hearing it, and then you walk away and it's just like you forget, right? But if you're a doer of his word, that means that you're putting into play, and you're putting your actions with what you just read or what you just learned from the Most High. You're putting actions with it. So you're a doer of his word. You're not just hearing it and then you're forgetting about it, right? You're carrying it with you because you're carrying it out in your actions, in what you do, what you say, how you speak, everything, right? But he that look into the perfect Torah, which is the word, that of freedom, and continues it, not become a hearer that forgets, but a doer of work. This shall be blessed in his doing of the Torah. So anyone who's going forth doing and not just being a hearer of the Most High's word, you're going to be blessed. If anyone among you thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue, but deceives his own heart, his religion is worthless. Clean and undefiled religion before Yahuwah the Father, he is, and to visit orphans, widows in their afflictions, and keep one's unsustained from the world. So the last thing, passage 27. I was not supposed to go that far, but I read it anyway. But yes, passage 26, when it says that if anyone among you thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue, meaning if you think that you're of the Most High and you're not holding your tongue, you're not keeping your tongue, you're not keeping, control of your anger, then that says a lot that you're not really following the Most High's laws. You're not following his statutes and commandments, and you're not being of the Most High. You're not being a representation of the Most High if you're not holding back your tongue. You can't say everything that you know what I mean? You can't say everything that you wish you could say, pretty much. So, yeah, that's the first scripture that basically goes inside with how important it is to keep your tongue. Okay? But next, we're going to get it in another scripture. So we're going to go to Proverbs. We're going to go to Proverbs 15. And did I write down the verse? We're going to start at 1. Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up displeasure. The tongue of the wise makes knowledge good, but the mouth of fools pours out foolishness. Okay, so we're going to stop right there. So the Most High said a soft answer turns away wrath. So if someone's coming at you with wrath or anger, if you're returning back that anger and that wrath, then that's just going to make a whole situation even worse, a bad situation even worse. Fire and fire is just going to make a bigger fire. You know what I mean? But if you're combating that wrath with meekness, and softness, chances are you can turn that person a whole nother, you could turn the situation to a whole nother leaf, and that person might consider to hear what you have to say and be like, you know what? My tone was up here, but yours was here. You know what I mean? So that means that the situation has a possibility of turning itself around. Um, if you're combating likeness and meekness and kindness with a wrathful person. Now, it does not happen all the time. I'm aware of that. But um in the most high side, in the most highs, um in his presence, right? He sees that and he still will bless you for that. So even if the other person, they still go on and go on. And I know it's easier said than done. If someone's coming at you with so much strife, it's hard to just sit there and be like, okay, I'm just going to take it. Because a lot of us have what? We have those feelings of, oh, I don't want this person to think that I'm weak. I don't want this person to think that I'm a doormat. I don't want this person to think that I'm a, you know what I mean? You know the word is what I'm trying to say. Um, you don't want them to think you're a punk or anything like that. But um, sometimes, in a lot of cases, that might not be the case, because at the same time, the loudest in the room is really. Does that make you the strongest? But yes, the Most High is definitely saying, someone who is wise, with words, that means you make your knowledge good. So those who knows, okay, you know what? I know what the Most High's word says, and I have that knowledge, so I'm just going to keep my tongue, and I'm going to, because we know life and death is in the power of the tongue as well, right? So, yeah. Um, oh yeah. But okay, but the mouth of the fools pours out foolishness. Again, if someone is coming out with wrathfulness, their mouths are just, it's just foolishness coming out, because it's, what are you so angry for? um, the eyes of Yahuwah are in every place, watching evil and good. So don't think that, oh, okay, this person thinks I'm a punk because I didn't say anything, but the Most High sees it all. So if He sees you being as calm and meekful, and not having a desire or ill intention towards this person, and this person is steadily coming back at you with ill intentions and ill manner and ill words, the Most High sees that. The Most High sees everything. He sees the good and the evil. So don't you have to trust that He's going to put that person in their place and punish that person for bringing ill intention towards you, excuse me, even if you're not bringing ill intention to someone else. You have to trust that the Most High is going to take care of them. You don't have to take care of them. He will. And I've seen that played out many a times in my life, where the Most High has had me to keep my tongue, and someone was barking and just coming at me with words and actions that were very, very ill intentioned. And the Most High said, okay, you know what, Era? Watch this. I see you've been meek. I see you've been silent. Thank you. I love you, but I'm going to have you watch what I'm going to do to them, because they did this to you, because they treated you like this or said something to you that you didn't deserve. I'm going to show you. And He, in fact, definitely showed me that, okay, He's in control. I'm not in control. He's in control. So He definitely showed me. I know it was the instance, one of the very first times the Most High. I think I spoke about it on another video, but if I did, I'm going to remind you guys right now. So one of the very first times that I noticed that the Most High heard me, it was um, when I first started my walk with Him, and I first started my spiritual journey with Him. So I I was he was getting me to understand that He had me. Um, sorry. So after that, after me getting my first, I was reading more. I started reading. I started having a more of a personal connection with Him. This young lady I was working with, she started just out of nowhere. She started saying a whole lot of not nice things towards me, very mean and very kind of hateful out of nowhere. Like I can't remember what made her do this, but it was I can't remember because it was some time ago. She was very upset with me, and I couldn't understand why, because I'm like, I didn't do anything to her. So she was just talking, and she knew that I heard her, and she was just talking like, oh, I don't like her, and she's this and she's that, and woo this, and I kept remembering, what did the word say? What did the word, like, I was so focused on what the Most High wanted me to do, because I had read the Most High said, be meek, be silent, don't say anything, trust me. And this was like the time I was so fresh into the word and into the Bible. I was like, I'm not gonna say no, I'm not gonna say no, I'm not gonna say no, I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say anything, I'm not gonna say anything. So as I was not saying anything, um the young lady just kept going, and it was so very hard, because I was always a hothead, and every time somebody I back, so it was very hard to keep my tongue. And I want to say the very next day, that young lady, she was supposed to work with me the next day. That very next day, an incident had happened at the job where she had gotten fired. The very next day. So that was just one incident that the Most High showed me. You hold your tongue, you hold your composure, and I got you. No matter what someone comes at you with, you hold your tongue, you hold your composure like I told you to do, and I will take care of that person, not you, because I can do way more. This is what the Most High is telling me. I can do way more than you could ever do. So you hold your tongue, and I'm going to take care of that person. And that's exactly what he did. So all praises to the Most High. So yes, it is very important to hold your tongue. I know it's not easy, but it's doable. Okay. But yeah, sorry I got off topic, but I just had to share that story, within this, because I want you to know that the Most High is so real. And when you start to learn to listen to His word and listen to the things that He wants us to do, oh my goodness, He shows you so much. He shows up and shows out every time. So all praises to the Most High for that. Okay, so where are we now? Okay, so we are going to get in the precepts of that. What I was just saying. So we're still in Proverbs. We're going to Proverbs 14:29. Okay, and it reads, yeah. He who is patient has great understanding, but he who is short of spirit exalts fully. A healthy heart is life to the body, but envy is rottenness to the bones. Okay, so the Most High is saying here that you have to be patient, having patience. So that's another thing that keep your emotions in line and keep your emotions in check. You have to have patience, and that shows that you understand what the Most High wants. You understand what He needs from you, and you just have understanding, period, of knowledge of how to control your anger and control yourself, right? No one can control you but you. So you show those understandings of the Most High's words when you do these things. Okay? So yeah, and it's called fully. He calls us fools if we do anything opposite that, or anything like that. So we have to make sure that we're basically letting the Most High know, like, okay, we hear what you're saying, and we want to do what He expects of us to do, right? He knows that we are not perfect, but if you're going to at least try, then He sees that and He understands that. Okay, so the next scripture we're going to go to is Ephesians And we're going to go to Ephesians 4. And we're going to go to Ephesians 4:26. And it reads, "Be wroth, but do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your rage, nor give place to the devil." Okay, let him who steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands what is good, and he has what some are snares to his need. Oh, I wasn't supposed to read that. I was supposed to only read 26, 27. Sorry. Okay, again, let me go again. 26, 27, Ephesians 4. "Be watchful, but do not sin. Not let the sun go down on your rage, nor give place to the devil. Let him who stole steal no more." So what is the devil known for? Stealing, right? Stealing, killing, division, anything in those along those lines. So the Most High is saying, let the devil steal no more. So what is he stealing from you? If you're operating out of anger, fear, anger, wrath, anything of those things, you're allowing him to steal from you the peace, love, and a sound mind that the Most High has given you. We all know the Most High has given us the spirit of peace, love, and a sound mind. So if you are operating out of your anger, if you're operating out of emotion, if you're operating out of anything that's aside from that, you're allowing the devil in, and you're allowing him to steal your peace, your love, your sound mind that the Most High has given you already. So the Most High is saying here to not let him do that anymore. If you're going to be angry, he said, be wroth, but do not sin. He knows that we are not perfect. So there are going to be times where we might be a little angry, but don't let that anger cause you to sin, right? Because sin is the wages of death. So do not let your anger transfer over to take over you and allow you to sin. And meaning don't let the sun go down on your rage. Don't give the devil a way in. You let the devil in a way in if you're operating out of anger majority of the time, all the time. You're no longer in control of yourself. The devil is in control of you, right? He's in control. You're no longer in control of your emotions. Your emotions are in the front seat. And who is the operator of these type of emotions? The devil, the enemy, right? The entity, the dark spirit, the familiar spirit, whatever you guys want to call it, the thing that is not is on the opposite side of the Most High. You get it? It's good and there's evil. It's the Most High and then there's the devil. So if the Most High says he doesn't operate in these types of things, the Most High says he operates out of peace, love, and a sound mind. If you're operating out of anything else other than the peace and the sound mind over here, who else do you think is in control? The Most High is in control of peace, love, and a sound mind. Then who's in control of anger, disbelief, displeasure, fear, all of those other things that the Most High did not give you? So, but we're going to get that into another precept. Actually, we're going to dig deeper. So we're going to go to, we're still in Ephesians 4, and we're going to jump down to 29. Okay. "Let no corrupt word come out of your mouth, but only such as is good for use of building up." So only let the words that come out of your mouth build up, right? Because life and death is in the power of the tongue. So as to impart what is pleasant to the hearers. So you should only speak words that are building up someone, because the hearer finds pleasure in it, right? Remember, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So if you're speaking negatively to someone, the person who hears it is going to affect them negatively. But if you're speaking positive things to someone else, then the hearer, whoever you're speaking it to, it's going to affect them in a positive way. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Words are energy. Words have power. Words are life, right? 30. And do not grieve the set apart spirit of Yahuwah, for whom you were sealed for the day of redemption. 31. Let all bitterness and wrath and displeasures and uproar and slander be put away from you among with all evil. Okay, so I guess it goes with it. And be kind towards one another, tenderhearted, giving one another as Father Yahuwah forgave you. Okay? So, again, the Most High is saying here that you have to put away all bitterness, all wrath, slander. It's all a form of evil. So, if you're operating in the spirit, if you're getting angry, if you're getting upset anytime, these things are taking control of you, and what do we know? We know that sin, I'm sorry, evil is the wages to sin, right? So all of these things has the opportunity, if you let your anger just get you so just it compresses you so much, it's going to, oh, my mind is going like, sorry y'all, is going to drive you to a place of sin, right? So if someone gets you so angry and you decide to, okay, you know what, I'm going to take out my anger and I'm going to lay hands on this person, who knows how, you're no longer in control of yourself. That anger, that devil, that demon, that dark spirit, they are in the driver's seat. So if they get in the driver's seat while you're angry at someone, there is no limit and you're going to go full force. And let's say you put hands on this person, or you decide to do something that you probably wouldn't have thought of when you were in your regular state of mind. And then after that deed is done, whether it's physical, whether it's words, whatever, you're going to end up, at some way, form, or another, you're going to end up, you're going to be regretting it, right? It could get you in the hot seat where you're, maybe you put your hands on someone to the point to they blacked out or they're hospitalized or something, and now you're sitting behind bars because you let your anger control you to get you to this point, or even worse, you know what I mean? What other worst case scenario that may happen? I don't want to speak on it, but you get what I'm saying. What other worst case scenario your anger can get you, and then later on you're going to regret it, and that's just what it is. But people don't think like that. But yes, if this is a form of evil, and if you don't take control of it, there's no telling how far that anger and that spirit can push you when you let anger into the driver's seat. Okay? But we are going to get another precept on being slow to anger. So we're going to go back to Proverbs. And we're going to go to 19. And we are going to verse 11. And it reads, a man's discretion makes him patient, and his adoring is a path over a transgression. The sojourner's wrath is like the roaring of a lion, but his delight is like dew on the grass. A foolish son is calamity to his father, and a contagious of a wife there are a continual dripping. Okay, so the Most High is saying here to be slow to anger. You have, again, there's that patient word. You have to be slow to anger. You have to be patient. Okay, so we're going to get into another precept. So we're going to go to Proverbs 16. Proverbs is love us today. Proverbs 16. We're going to go down to 32. And it reads, he who is patient is better than the mighty, and he who rules over his spirit than he who takes the city. Okay? A lot is cast into the lap, but every decision by it is from Yahuwah. Okay, so again, it's saying, there's that word being patient again. Being patient with, when the wrath is involved. Being patient is better than the mighty. Who's the mighty, right? Being patient and operating in a patient spirit is better than the mighty, powerful darkness, the enemy, right? You're more powerful when you operate more power and you're taking back your own power that the Most High has given you when you're at peace, love, and a sound mind. And with that goes patience as well. The Most High gave us patience. Why? Because the Most High has great patience with us, right? So he gave us most patience. Okay, so you're more, when you're patient, you're operating more than the enemy. And it says it again here in the next line. And he who rules over his spirit is better than he who takes the city. So if you're taking control and ruling over your ruling over your emotions, you're in control of you, then you're more mightier. If you're ruling over, if then he that rules over the city, he that is in control of the world, the enemy, the devil, or anything that partakes in him, right? You're being in control. You're being the stronger one. You're showing your strength. You're showing the strength that the Most High has given you. This is the Most High's given strength to you to be able to defeat the enemy at all odds. So when you are allowing your enemy to take control over you through anger, you're no longer in the front seat. Again, you are not in the front seat. He is. He's not driving. You are. I mean, you're not driving. He is when he's in control. But it's vice versa. When you're being patient, when you're being kind, loving, and operating in the fruit of the Spirit that the Most High is giving you, you are combating the enemy and you are fighting back against the enemy and saying, hey, you know what? I know what the Most High wants. I know myself. I know the Most High. I know the Most High's word. So this is how I'm going to operate, and I'm going to hold my tongue, and I'm going to be patient, and I'm going to let the Most High does what he does. And even if someone who doesn't know the Most High, doesn't know his word, and they're coming at me with combativeness, that doesn't mean that I'm going to return the same energy. I'm going to do opposite, and I'm going to do what I know, what the Father and Creator wants me to do. So that way, it's not on me. He's going to punish them. He's not going to punish me. He's actually going to bless me and praise me and continue to lift me up because I'm showing him that I know better. But for that person, he's going to punish them. You get what I'm saying? So but let's get it in another precept. So we're going to stay in Proverbs, but we are going to go to chapter 29. That's why I said we are Proverbs crazy today, but Proverbs is one of my favorite books along with Psalms because they have so much hidden gems. I do plan on breaking down each verse. Is going to take a long time. So I might have to do chapters in the videos, but I do plan on breaking them down. So it's going to be great. Proverbs 29, and we're going to verse 11. A fool lets out his breath, but the wise keep it back, calms it down. Isn't that what I just said? Again, we're going to read that again. A fool lets out his breath, meaning letting out your anger, letting out, like you're, what they say these days, crash out. That's what the Most High said. A fool does that. You're not wise when you do that. You're a fool. You're not wise when you crash out, when you let things out, when you blast out, like when you do anything of that nature. But the wise keeping it back, calms it down. Again, the wise holds it down, holds it in, just like I gave you the example of hold your tongue, hold your breath, just hold it in, even though it's hard to do. But that's what a wise person does. A wise person that knows the Most High, a wise person that knows the Most High's word. You're going to hold it in. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I might look like a punk to you, but I know why I'm doing it. The Most High know what I'm doing it because he knows all and he sees all. So I'm going to hold it in and I'm going to let the Most High handle you. And that is a wise person. That is someone who knows the Most High, who knows scripture. That is what the Most High means when he says, Don't be a doer, just a hearer of the word. Be a doer of the word. You cannot just hear that the Most High says, control yourself, control your anger. You have to do it. You have to put it, because there's going to be times the Most High is very, very strategic. When he gives you a lesson or gives you a word in your heart, and when you're studying and you're sitting in his presence and you're learning things and you're learning his ways, he's going to test you with those very things to see if you're going to do exactly what you just learned. And if you fail, he's going to put it back in your face sooner or later until you get it right, until you understand this is how you're supposed to do it. So that's exactly what the Most High does. Do we gonna go? Okay, we're gonna keep going. If a ruler listens to lying words, all the servants become wrong. Okay. But I think we're gonna stop right there. Yes, so we are going to stop right there. There are a few scriptures that I was supposed to start this video with, but I told myself that I was gonna not I was going to continue on because I did forget, but I wasn't going to end the video until I actually put these scriptures in here so you guys can kind of put it all together and understand exactly what I'm saying and where I'm going with this, so it doesn't sound like I'm just rambling. Okay, so the scriptures that I was talking about, the first two are in Ephesians. So we're going to go to Ephesians 6. We're going to go to Ephesians 6:11. Okay? Start there. And it reads, put on the complete armor of Yahuwah, for you have the power to stand against the schemes of the devil. Remember, I was just saying that you got to you have to operate in the will of the Most High and what he wants you to do. Okay? 12. Sorry, my ring light just died, but we're going to keep it going. Okay, so we're going to continue on. We're still in Ephesians 6, verse 12. Because we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against authorities, against the world rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual matters of wickedness in the heavens. Okay? Because of this, take up the complete armor of Yahuwah so that you have power to withstand in the wicked day, and having done all to stand. Okay? Stand then, having girded your waist with truth, having to put on the breastplate of righteousness, having filled your feet with the preparation of the good news of peace. Okay? And again, it goes on about the helmet of salvation, the helmet of salvation and deliverance and things like that. But I'm trying to keep on task. So the Most High in this scripture is saying that we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, right? Our war is a spiritual war, okay? There's a spiritual war going on with good versus evil. The Most High is good versus the devil's evil, right? So anytime you're doing good, remember, operating in peace, love, happiness, patience, that is operating in the Most High's spirit, right? But anything that's combating that, whether it's fear, whether it's anger, whether it's wrath, or it's anything of those negative things, you are actually operating in the devil's spirit, or you're giving the devil more control. So there is a spiritual war going on for your spirit, for your soul. So again, once you are operating in such wrath, and you're taking on matters into your own hands, you are operating in the spirit of the devil, and you're giving him the driver's seat to control you. You're no longer in control of yourself. You're in control and operating in the spirit of the devil, because he's in the driver's seat. Those are of his fruit of the womb. That's operating in his fruit, rotten fruit. Okay. So I was actually supposed to I was supposed to start the video with those gems, but it kind of got away with me. But I did not want to end this video until I actually I actually stated those few things. So yeah, operating in a great spirit is what we want to. That is it, y'all. Thank you guys for coming to my channel. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I try not to make my videos too long, but when you're reading the word and you're trying to make comparisons and you're trying to kind of mesh everything together, that's kind of what happens. Hopefully you guys can see my light died, so but that is it, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you all. Ooh, I got the hiccups. I definitely got to end the video. So sorry. I love you guys. Be blessed.